Welcome back to the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader classroom. Amber Morgan has won $175,000 and she is 2 questions away from the $1 million question. We are down to the 5th grade level, and there is still one classmate that is yet to be heard from since you still have the peek and the save. Cody, come on over here, my man. She certainly is. Cody gives you his props, and he is willing to help you out on the 5th grade level. What subject do you see yourself helping her out with, Cody? 5th grade measurements, says he. What say you, Amber? 5th grade measurements. Amber, we are getting into some serious money. This will be for $300,000. But warn you, you will give back $150,000 if you flunk out. The 5th grade measurements question for $300,000 is this. In the U.S., how many pounds are in 5 tons? In the U.S., how many pounds are in 5 tons? And Cody has locked in his answer. Wow. Amber's getting serious here. Amber, Cody said that he might help you. You didn't ask for the peek, but just for the shenanigans, Amber. Let's see what he said. Let's just take a look at what he said. Cody said 10,000 pounds. Exactly what you said. And exactly brought you $300,000. You got it right! Exactly right there, Amber. $300,000. One away from the $1 million question. And Amber, we are down to that last subject, 5th grade biology. We are playing here for $500,000. You still got the peek, you still got the save, but Amber, I want to warn you about something. There have been times when contestants have dropped down from $500,000, sometimes $300,000, all the way back down to $25,000. So take your time. Don't jump in on it. Just take your time on it, okay? Alright, Amber. The 5th grade biology question for $500,000 is this. The frontal lobe of your brain controls which of the following? Your sight, your learning and decision making, or your hearing and memory? The frontal lobe of your brain controls which of the following? Your sight, your learning and decision making, or your hearing and memory? Cody has locked in his answer. Well, you can peek at Cody's answer if you want to, see if that helps you. Of course, if you're wrong, you risk losing $275,000. That is unless Cody saves you. Try to talk it out. Hearing and memory. Do you think you have it? It's a guess. There's a first. But Amber, this is the function of your frontal lobe of your brain. The executive functions of the frontal lobes involve the ability to recognize future consequences resulting from current actions, to choose between good and bad actions or better and best, override and suppress unacceptable social responses, and determine similarities and differences between things or events. So bad news, Amber, it's not hearing and memory. With what I just read, it's B, your learning and decision making. Well, now you got the pressure. Cody, you've got the pressure too. Amber, you've come this close to having $1 million, and it's all riding on what Cody wrote down. If he said B, your learning and decision making, you have $500,000. If he said anything else, well, that is true. Fingers crossed. The class has their fingers crossed. I see your husband has his fingers crossed. For $500,000, $500,000, Cody said, B! Oh, thank goodness! Cody saved you! Oh man, my heart was pounding the whole time. Oh man. He got you $500,000, he did. And Amber, guess what? With his help and the intuition of your classmates, you have passed the test. So Amber, $500,000. Oh man, that is amazing. But we are not done yet. We are not done yet, Amber. Because you have passed the test. You are now eligible for the $1 million question. Yeah, not many people make it this far. That I can say. But Amber, I got this to tell you now. The rules are now different for this question. The classmates are now gone. They cannot help you here. Great job, students. You did a really good job today. Very good. And Amber, you still had the peak when you passed the test. But we take it back now. No cheats. It's all you. And also on the past questions, you can see the question and still drop out of school. On the $1 million question, we will show you the subject of the question. You can drop out if you're unsure of it, but if you elect to go for the $1 million, you must answer the question. This means that you cannot drop out if you elect to go for it. Any questions? Okay, Amber. Let's see what we got. The subject for the $1 million question is U.S. history. The subject is U.S. history. And Amber, it is a 5th grade level question. That I will tell you. But Amber, while you think about it, don't give me your decision yet. Just think about it for a little bit. But while you're thinking about it, let me tell you this. Since I began hosting 5th grader here, 3 contestants have made it to the $1 million level. 10 weeks ago, we had a Baptist minister who won $500,000 but ultimately decided not to risk the $500,000 he had on U.S. history. It turns out, however, he knew the correct answer. Question, Mike, was, who was the first U.S. Secretary of State? Had you said that, Mike, you would have had $1 million. 7 weeks ago, we had a stay-at-home mother who decided to risk her $500,000 on the subject of gymnastics. She, however, got it incorrect and fell to $25,000. What exercise is it called when you raise your upper body a foot off the floor while looking at a fixed target on the ground? The correct answer, Maria, is a trunk lift. And just 3 weeks ago, this New York City accounting student called it quits at $500,000 on 5th grade astronomy. But had he gone for it, question was, what is the lowest layer of the sun's atmosphere? Matt, had you went for it, you would have been a millionaire. So at this point, we would have had 2 $1 million winners in this season, in addition to the 2 winners from Jeff Foxworthy's era, Kathy Cox and George Smoot. But Amber, what's going through your mind right now? You certainly did. 10 questions right, $500,000. That's a really good day in the classroom. I can actually remember you going for it on greed, but you lost it by 1. It certainly is. But then again, $500,000 is 20 times more than $25,000. There's still plenty you can do at $25,000, I believe. I hear that. So now, Amber Morgan, it's decision time. And be ready to hit that button because that's what locks in your decision. What are you going to do? Oh my! Now that is pure adrenaline. That is pure adrenaline. We got a big one about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Amber is risking $475,000 for $1 million on U.S. history. Audience, do you think she made a wise decision? Class, what do you think? You think she can do it? Folks, fasten your seatbelts. Amber Morgan goes for $1 million right after this.
Coming up, the most anticipated moment in 5th grader history.
The question for $1 million.
Will Amber take home the gold, or will she flunk out? Sit tight. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? We'll tell you the answer after this.